In today's installment of Underappreciated, we will be featuring perhaps the most slept-on power forward in the game. He's another guy they rarely mention when speaking of post players of the past. Plagued by injuries throughout his career, but when he was healthy, he was a menace to the opposing team. He was a mismatch for most power forwards at that time because he handled the ball well and capable of knocking down the three-pointer if need be. I'm talking about the one and only DC Derrick Coleman. Born in Alabama but grew up in Detroit, DC was a standout at the now-closed Northern High School in Detroit. He was a McDonald's All-American. His stat line for the McDonald's game was 16 points and 15 rebounds. After his high school run, DC would enroll at Syracuse University. He would play all 4 years with his averages increasing with every season. His career averages at Syracuse are 15 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists per game, 1.3 steals per game, and 2 blocks per game. His best season being his senior year. He was averaging almost 18 points per game and 12 rebounds per game. He was an absolute beast for all 4 years, and the accolades he received will tell you that. Third team, All Big East in 1987, three-time first team, All Big East in 88, 89, and 90. In 1989, UPI had him as the second team All-American, and NABC had him as a third team All-American. His senior year is when he would get his flowers while he can still smell them. In 1990, he became consensus first team All-American and also won the Big East Player of the Year award. He would also have his jersey retired by the university later on down the line. After his college career, he was selected first overall by the New Jersey Nets in the 1990 NBA draft. His rookie season, he would average 18.4 points per game and 10.3 rebounds per game, which ultimately would win him the Rookie of the Year award. It would also get him on the NBA All-Rookie first team. After his rookie season, DC would see constant improvement with his averages. In 93 and 94, he was named to the All-NBA third team. He was even averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds for 2 seasons straight, plus leading the team into the playoffs. With those numbers, it was only right he participated in the NBA All-Star Game in 1994. He would play for the U.S. national team in the 94 FIBA World Championships and win a gold medal. The following season, he would be traded to the Sixers. He would continue his success, but the injuries started to pile in. He was later traded to the Pistons, then cut by them afterwards. DC was often compared to the likes of Karl Malone and Charles Barkley, two guys that often get mentioned in a power forward conversation. What separated him from those guys was his ability to shoot from the three-point range. He had better ball handling skills than both of those guys as well. DC was one of one because he was 6'10" with ball handling skills of a guard, shot the three like a wing, but also handled his business on the low block. His career averages are 16.5 points per game, 9.3 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists per game, and 1.3 blocks per game, with shooting splits of 47.2% from the field, 35.1% from three, and 80.6% from the free throw line. Often taunted by the media, but every time he was on the team, they made the playoffs. Derrick DC Coleman, in my opinion, was grossly underappreciated, and we had to do an installment on him. This was another episode of Underappreciated. Leave a like and comment on who we should highlight next. I'm DSP, and this is Underappreciated.